intake pumps is what they call it, are in the river, and so they want to take the extra mile too.
And it's an important cleanup which continues tonight along part of the Shenango River. Congressman Tim Ryan's office says 1,700 gallons of crude oil was spilled. A fisherman made that discovery early this morning. Good evening, I'm Dave Sess.
And I'm Erica Thomas. Right now, Aqua, Pennsylvania is asking 75,000 customers in the Shenango Valley and part of Trumbull County to conserve water. Now, we want to show you where this spill started. It happened in a tributary in Brookfield, Ohio that feeds into the Shenango River. 27 First News reporter Amanda Smith talked with first responders and the water company today. She's live with the latest on the cleanup efforts.
Dave and Erica, I'm on the banks of the Shenango River and I want to show you something. Earlier this morning, an oil and gas well in Trumbull County started to leak. The holding tank spilled at least 1,700 gallons of oil into the river. Now, the reason that it's a concern, I'm going to show it to you right here on the river. About a quarter of a mile downstream is the Sharon City water plant. 65 to 70,000 people get their drinking water from that plant. Now, behind me, you can see the buoy that safety forces have put up to protect the water supply. Earlier today, I asked some questions of the people in charge of that well to find out what has sparked this two-state environmental emergency.
They were tracing something of nature of crude oil in the creek. We were alerted to it, so we responded in the area to see if we could find where the source was.
That spill was traced to this oil and gas well on Orangeville Rd. At least 10 barrels of crude oil spilled into a creek that leads straight to the Shenango River. Booms were set out across the river to catch the oil.
Well, this will pick up any what we call residual that comes down, passes us, and then we protect the water company plant downstream.
More than 70,000 people get their drinking water from the river through Aqua, Pennsylvania.
Their intake pumps is what they call it, are in the river, and so they want to take the extra mile too, so that's why the boom goes across it.
The company started taking emergency action first thing this morning.
We're not taking any raw water into the plant.
That means the plant will have to make do on the water that's in its tanks right now. The state and the company are asking everyone to save as much water as possible.
We are asking that customers use water only for essential purposes, which are basically for eating and drinking.
There's no word on when the conservation oil order will be lifted, but city officials say it is important that you follow that order if you are getting water from this water plant. Now, earlier today, Representative Tim Ryan said that 1,700 gallons of oil and gas spilled into the river. I'm going to be reaching out to the company that operated that well to find out what happens next. In Shenango Valley, Amanda Smith, WKBN 27 First News.